So guys, showing you here one more admin came on the LeetCode Cam channel. So in today's video, we are solving our question number 633 by the name of sum of square numbers. So yeah, we are solving this question in today's video, and there are two examples are included in today's question. And this question is totally medium question which we are solving, and this question is totally based on three topics: math, two pointers and binary search, and total 1.1 million people have submitted it, and only 4,03,000 has been accepted, and total acceptance rate is 36.5%. And we are solving this question in Python 3, by the way. Okay, so let's move to computer and let's start to solve today's question in Python 3. So let's move to the computer scan. Let's do a coding with laughing game. So guys, let's start today's video. In today's video, we are solving our question number 633 by the name of sum of square numbers. So now let's start our today's video. So in today's video, first of all, we understand the question. What is the question is trying to say is, then will we start to solve it in the LeetCode website. So it has been given me a non-integer, non-negative integer c. Okay, non-negative integer c. It has been given me. Okay, non-negative integer by the name of c, which decide the whether two integers means a and b, such that a square 2 plus b square 2 equals to c. Okay, so if you see the first example here, he created a c integer, means non-negative integer by the name of c, in which he wrote in down 5, and the output having coming 2. Why? Because 1 multiplied by 1 plus 2 multiplied by 2 equals to 5. So that's why. Okay, means 1 multiplied by 1 is 1, and plus 2 is 3, and 3 multiplied by 2 is okay, like this. Okay, you see it is little bit harder. Okay, in multiplication. So if you see here, like 1 multiplied by 1 is equals to 1, and then plus 2 is equals to 3, and 2 multiplied by 2 is equals to 4, and like this it is little bit harder. Okay, so you can do a multiplication, but here you can see it. Now if you see the second example, in the second example here you get a non-negative integer by the name of c, in which the same output is becoming 3, and the output is becoming false. Okay, so here are the only one constant is having given me. So this question is little bit smaller because the question is smaller and the examples are also be very smaller, but there are three topics are included: math, two pointers and binary search, and these are one of the popular questions I have seen in today. Okay, 1.1 million people have submitted it, only 4,03,000 have been accepted, and 36.5 has been accepted rate. Okay, so now let's start to solve today's question in Python 3, and by the way, it's a medium one question which we are solving. So now let's start to solve today's question in Python 3. Okay, so now first of all, you want to import from math, import sqrt, import it. Define a class of a solution, because it is a rule of LeetCode Camp. Whenever we want to start any LeetCode Camp question, first of all you define a class for a solution, judge square, but in Python you want to write down this class solution, but in other languages you are solving, like in Go, C, C++, Kotlin, Dart, Ruby, Scala, Rush. So in that you want to define class solution, because they are the different syntax in that programming languages. Okay, so int, like so c is for integer, so that's why I'm defining int here. Then for a in range, so here I'm defining int keyword, and then range int, and then int is sqrt, and then c plus 1. So in this line here, what I do here, I iterate. So please define a comment, because comment is very helpful, so it will be grow up your submission, like 90% and 100%, like this. Okay, in this line here I iterate through all possible values of a. Okay, now in the second line define b equals to square root. Okay, you can sqrt also same square root, c multiply minus a multiply by a. In this line here I am compute b as the square root of c minus a, and then one more sign that has been put in down, so let's copy and paste. You can also be pick this sign from the Google. Okay, so define here when you do this all the thing, enter. Okay, I think so. Okay, enter. If statement b equals to int b, in this line here I check if p, okay, is an integer. Perfect. Define here return true if b is an integer equals to return true. Perfect. Back and here you return false. In this line here I, if no such pair, in this line I am doing if no such pair a comma b is found, return false. Okay, in this line I am doing that. Okay, so now let's start to run this question. So let's see the running code. So when I run this code, so now running code has been error, it has been giving me here in this line indentation error. So I knew it would give me an error because I knew it would give me an error here. Okay, just wait a moment. This and this, because here I define for loop, so we must give the space here. So now let's see the running code. So I hope it not give me an error. So it is giving me an error in their line, indentation error. So what type of indentation error it has been given me? Okay, sorry, back. So now, and then back. Now let's see the running code. So now it not give me an error, I hope. So now it has been given me an error in this line. Okay, in this line by the mistake I do the capital C, so let's small that C, and now let's see the running code. So now it has been accepted in the case when the expected output is true and also output incoming same. In the case true, expected output is false and also output incoming false. Now last thing is to submit this code. So when I submit this code, so now the submission code is also be accepted not. It has been giving me an error like output is false, but my output is false. My output is false, but the expected output is true, but my output has been coming true. So let's remove that out. So let's see why that type of thing has been doing it. So let's come up. Okay, do the scroll, zoom in, then you will be clearly identify what is error in your code. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you zoom it. Okay, so now let's see the submission code. I think it is a little bit mistake in LeetCode website. So yeah, it has been given me. So in my first submission when I submit this, so that for that why my beats has been low, means 37 has been I beat 37%. If I do not, if in my first press of submit button, if it has been submitted and or accepted it, so then I literally beat total 50 above peoples. Okay, 50% above people. So let's post the solution. So here you can see in today's video we solved this question 633 by now sum of square numbers, and you are thinking why do not solve 632? Sorry, in the previous video I not solved 631 because it's locked here, you can see it. So but anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more amazing these type of tutorials. So now for today, goodbye.